Watch as Senate Majority Leader John Thune shuts down CNN reporter asking him this ridiculous question at a Senate Republican press briefing, making a stupid comparison to J6 pardons and putting an end to stopping violence, looting, and restoring order in LA right now. Now, it should come as no surprise, but John Thune defended President Trump's actions in Los Angeles, California, and rightfully so. And I want you all to know that July 4th is rapidly approaching, and Trump's big, beautiful bill is making its way through the Senate, where it will hopefully land on Donald Trump's desk for him to sign. President Trump's working hard for America to restore greatness, delivering on promises made. This is what we voted for. And I want to continue sharing the good news with all of you, my wonderful, caring, and very much loved subscribers. I want the very best for you all, and it brings joy to my heart to read comments like this one that I received just yesterday from one of you, which says, Medicare starts in September, called chapter. Oh, and this is from Barbara Beamer, by the way. And she said, Medicare starts in September, called chapter, and the young lady was such a big help and helped me understand the best plan for me. Grateful for Venus and Kevin and Squirrel Tribe for getting chapter's information out. Life has been so tough over the past few years, and you helped make it easier. Venus explained my next steps, and we'll talk to her again next week to finish getting everything in place and ready for September. Thank you so very much. You're so very welcome, Barbara. And this is just one of hundreds of positive testimonials that I could share. Pick up the phone right now and dial 270-467-2426. Call Chapter. It's 100% free. They're waiting to help you find money savings and the very best plan for you. It's fast and it's free. And I'm not advertising. I'm not advertising for Medicare. No way. I searched long and hard to find a valuable resource to help you, my loyal subscribers, my family. I'm advocating for everyone who, by the way, is required to sign up for Medicare at a certain age or else face severe penalties for the rest of their lives. Now, I don't want to see any harm come your way, and I want to see you have the best chance at fighting inflation that the previous administration dumped on us. Time is of the essence, so don't wait. Don't delay. Call Chapter for free and get expert Medicare advice. The number is 270-467-2426. Pick up the phone, give them a call, and tell them Kevin sent you. Let their team give you the peace of mind you deserve. You've got nothing to lose and so much to gain. All right, now watch Senate Majority Leader John Thune shut down a CNN reporter's question at a Senate Republican press briefing where they tried to draw a shaky comparison between President Trump's pardons and January 6 defendants and his decisive actions to stop violence and restore order in Los Angeles. Thune didn't take the bait, standing firm and defending Trump's move to deploy the National Guard to protect American citizens in LA. And let's be clear, the chaos in Los Angeles, cars torched, businesses looted, law enforcement under attack, is a far cry from the January 6 protests, where many Americans felt they were voicing legitimate concerns about the stolen 2020 election. The media and some politicians have pushed narratives about January 6 that don't tell the full story, while the destruction in LA speaks for itself, even to the point of this unselect committee and the likes of Adam Schiff and Liz Cheney going as far as even destroying evidence. Look, folks, like Kendrick Lamar said, they're not like us. But I want you to listen closely. Tell me if you recognize the voice of this journalist who's heard questioning John Thune off camera. If you know his name, and I think he's from CNN, do me a favor. Please drop it in the comments for me. I really would appreciate it. Thanks.
Keep going, Roger. Keep going, man. The chairman.
On Los Angeles. You see an inconsistency when the president criticizes and condemns the violent Los Angeles protesters, but then pardons the violent January 6 protesters?
Well, I mean, I think the issue that's in front of us right now is the chaos in L.A. And clearly the local officials there, for whatever reason, didn't seem up to the task of getting the job done there. And I think that, as Senator Wicker pointed out, it's kind of a political imperative, honestly, because one of the most fundamental questions most people, most voters ask is my family safe? Is my neighborhood safe? Is my community safe? Is my country safe? And when you can't answer that in the affirmative, then you've got a problem. And I think that's what they ran into in LA, which is why they needed some outside help. But at the end of the day, it's about preventing chaos and preserving law and order. That's what this is.
Senator John Thune's response to the media's attempt to equate the January 6th protests with the ongoing Los Angeles riots is a masterclass in clarity and conservative resolve. Thune rightfully focuses on the immediate crisis, which is chaos in LA, where local officials failed to maintain order, endangering families and communities. This emphasis on safety as a fundamental concern resonates with every patriotic American who wants a secure nation. Senator John Thune's sharp response to the media's tired attempt to equate the January 6th protests with the Los Angeles riots shows exactly why he's a trusted conservative voice. He cuts through the noise, zeroing in on what matters. And the chaos in LA, thanks to Democrats, thanks to Biden's open border policy, thanks to Kamala Harris' failed border czar, thanks to Gavin Newsom's ability to be a terrible governor and Karen Bass being an even worse mayor. The chaos in LA where local officials dropped the ball and left communities vulnerable again. And Thune, he doesn't take the bait on the media's gotcha questions. Instead, he hammers home the priority of law and order, standing shoulder to shoulder with President Trump's mission to protect our nation, and his emphasis on safety as a fundamental concern resonates with every patriotic American who wants a secure nation. Right? I mean, let's be real. Who wants to live in a city, a state, a country that isn't safe? Doesn't every flag-waving patriot have the right to a secure nation? Who among us doesn't want to walk our streets without fear, knowing our families are protected? Isn't it the birthright of every red-blooded American to live in a nation where law and order reign supreme? Can any true patriot deny the need for a strong leader like President Trump to restore safety and security across our land? Why should we tolerate chaos in our cities when we have a president fighting to make America safe again? And don't we all deserve a country where our communities thrive, free from the grip of violence and disorder? These are the questions that matter. And Thune's clear, no-nonsense approach shows he gets it. America needs strength, safety, and a relentless commitment to making our nation great again. You saw Thune sidesteps the media's trap, refusing to let them derail the conversation with irrelevant comparisons. Instead, he champions law and order, aligning with President Trump's unwavering commitment to protecting our country from violence and disorder. But let me know in the comments and do me a favor, just type the letters USA if this is the kind of leadership that we need. Clear, concise, and unapologetically focused on making America great again. Thank you all for watching. Help, please, and share this video. Subscribe to if you haven't already. And please stay safe out there. May God bless you and your family. And I hope you have a wonderful day.